Turkey Bowl. What is it? It's about commitment. Training long hours to become the best.
I didn't get any of them!
It's about teamwork, fighting alongside your teammates to become the last man standing. It's about heart, finding the inner strength to persevere. It's about making that catch on 4th and 19. It's about doing whatever it takes to become the best. To become winners. To become champions. That's what Turkey Bowl is about.
Good evening, folks. This is Baldwin, and first of all, I'd like to apologize for not having a post-game show last year. Due to the lack of funding, we had to cut back on a lot of things. Now, you guys are probably wondering, where is my colleague, Steve Bucket? Remember how I told you guys about our budget cuts and how we had to cut back on a lot of things? Well, Steve Bucket was a prime example of that. The man refused to take a pay cut, so the company let him go on unpaid vacation. However, we did find a replacement who actually should be walking in just about now. Oh, here he is.
Aloha, everyone.
Now, I'm pretty sure everyone is wondering, what's this story behind the mysterious man we know as the Snowman?
Well, to start off, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Malolo Magaha. It's Hawaiian for fierce flying fish. I was originally from Hawaii, but then I moved over here because I heard there was going to be a lot of snow.
Well, anyways, let's get back on track. As you folks probably already know, it is autumn, and that only means one thing: Turkey Bowl.
That's right. This year is the 8th annual Turkey Bowl. It pits two teams against each other, Alpha and Omega. They have trained long and hard, and they want to see who is going to come out on top.
Now, Turkey Bowl actually dates back to, what was it? 2004. And since then, the game has not only expanded, it has only gotten bigger. There's actually players that are still playing to this day from the very first Turkey Bowl. And I believe there's also very new players playing for the first time this year.
Speaking of players, let's go to the roster for this year's Turkey Bowl VIII.
Over on Team Alpha will be captain and quarterback Michael Blocker with the team of Andrew Wong, Jason Huang, Ben Stevens, Steven Zhang, Chris Pleasance, Isaac Lee, Diana Khan, and Leslie Yu. Over on Team Omega will be captain and quarterback Max Zwitt, Henry Ho, Eric Liu, Alex Liu, Gloria Louie, Brandon Wong, Nick Pleasance, Morris Yam, and Fei Wu Huang. Now, we also can't forget about the other important factor when it comes to football: the weather. So why don't we take it to our expert meteorologist, financial expert, events coordinator, hot dog eating champion, swimming champion, Jejun Highway.
Thank you, guys. As you all know, last year I predicted snow, and it snowed. Well, this year it'll be a little different. You see, I predict that the weather will be
snow! Oh, my bad. I have to be more professional out here.
Anyways, like I said, this year it'll be a little different from last year. I predict pouring rain and roaring thunder. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jejun. That's right, you folks heard it here first. So remember, please dress accordingly to that day. Now, Malolo, what do you think about the two current teams right now?
Well, you have Team Omega and Team Alpha. One team is more of a height, more has a height advantage, and the other has a speed advantage.
No, those are two very good points right there. Okay, what do you think about the talent? What do you think about talent-wise for both teams?
Talent-wise, I think Team Omega's team is through the roof.
Personally, for me, I think both teams really match up well against the other team. You have the speed, like you said, on one team, but that's also offset by the height on the other team. Now, first-year player Matt Zwitt this year is actually from Alabama. Now, all season long, Matt Zwitt has been having a little bit of trouble adjusting to the weather, so I think the weather will actually play a big part in how Matt Zwitt performs on that day.
Now we know Blocker and Nick are undefeated this year, and they're somehow on different teams. Well, how do you see this playing out?
Well, let's briefly talk about Nick. Coming out of college, Nick was touted to be a perennial all-pro center, and so far he really hasn't lived up to expectations. Well, to be honest, I think Nick has a lot to prove to everyone, not only himself, that he is the player who everyone said he was going to be. But to be quite honest with you guys, I think Nick is going to have a very hard time blocking the pass rushers that Team Alpha has. And because of that fact, I think Team Alpha is going to come up on top this year.
In my opinion, I think Team Omega has the advantage because Team Alpha has been, their play has been sporadic as of lately. Noticeably, their QB, Michael Blocker, who has, during the past couple weekends, has thrown a lot of picks, which I think, ultimately will come back and haunt him in the big game.
This Turkey Bowl may be the most exciting Turkey Bowl to date. And I'm personally very excited to see the outcome of this year's game. Now, Turkey Bowl is on November 24th, and the game starts at 8 a.m. sharp. So please remember to be there. Now, this is all we have for the Turkey Bowl 8 pregame show. I'm Beans Baldwin.
And this is Malolo Makaha.
Good evening, everyone.
Aloha.
Nothing to do with hiking. I can't.